What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now, today we've got the 8 Indian eating habits Americans, well, I'm not American, but still, could learn from anus by an American Indian in hashtag India. Gee whiz, that one really took a long to get out. I believe when it says Inus or something, that's because it's like the India flag and then the US is like the US flag. I think that's what it means because the emojis don't show up on like Windows 10. Really weird shit happening. But hey, if you guys are new, subscribe to the channel. Why not? Check it out. I don't know where I'm going with that. I just woke up. Leave me alone. Don't judge me. Is that a pizza?
We make more than 200 food decisions every day. And obviously, what we're eating has a big impact on whether we're happy, sad, energized, or ready for a nap 20 minutes after we wake up. After living in India for
Was he just in the desert? Wait, what the fuck was going on there?
a nap.
Was that his bed or the desert?
After
I
living
think
in
it's a
India
bed.
for more than 2 years, I've learned a few things. It did take me a while, but I've learned a few things that have helped me be healthier, and I
Does miss eating nachos though, I could imagine.
think they could help other Americans as well. However, there's one American habit that I'm keeping, which I'll share at the end of the video, so stick around.
Okay.
First thing, Indians eat far more fresh foods than Americans.
Indians are spending 26% of their annual income on fresh foods, whereas Americans are spending about 2%.
What? 2%? Bro, USA, you have to fix yourselves.
Americans, however, are spending
This is why you guys are all mildly obese. Damn.
21% on healthcare, whereas Indians are spending about 4%.
The
Shit.
average American eats 2/3 of their daily calories from ultra-processed foods, aka not healthy. Like, not healthy even a little bit. Super bad. I have so many options for buying fresh vegetables along the street. The grocery stores, there's a big market downtown.
carrot?
I got a week's worth of vegetables for 225
Jesus, that scared the shit out of me.
rupees.
$3?
Buy organic vegetables on my phone and have them delivered to me for a price that's far lower than what you'd find at like a
That's awesome.
market.
That is fucking cool.
Indians cook way more at home than Americans.
Hey, I can
Indians
cook
spend
pretty
over
good.
13 hours a week cooking,
Should I do a vlog where I cook some dinner?
which is more than twice what the
Woo!
USA spends, which is 5.9. On the other hand, Americans eat out 18.2 times in an average month, while Indians are only eating at restaurants 6 times a month.
18 times a month the average American eats out. 18 times. 18 times out of 30 fucking days.
Indians are
Stop
also
it.
some of the most
That's
confident
fucked
in their
up.
cooking skills in the entire world.
Phew.
Now, I'm no expert chef, but since I've been in India, I've learned how to cook my own meals, and not only do I feel healthier,
Yeah.
I'm also saving a ton of money.
Facts.
Number 3, Indians also eat far less sugar than Americans do.
Americans are eating over 600 calories per person per day.
Is that a lot?
Which is almost 200 grams of sugar every single day.
What?
Whereas Indians are eating less than 100 calories per day.
I was surprised by this actually, because when you walk around, many Indian dishes have a ton of sugar. Indians have a sweet tooth for
Whoa!
sure. Their chai is sweet. Their coffee is sweet. Their desserts are like...
Yeah, my coffee. Gee, that's where I'm guilty, and I need to stop doing it. I put about 3 fucking little teaspoons in this. Like, I go scoop, scoop, scoop. It's bad, but oh, fuck, I love it. Gets me, woo! Gets me energetic in the morning.
Sugary.
What the hell? What's that? Little kangaroo testicle.
Americans have sugar in many foods that you wouldn't think would have sugar, like low-fat yogurts.
Yeah, fuck yogurt.
Cereals, fruit juices. These
Yeah.
things can be just packed with sugar.
They do.
Terrible for us.
Yep.
Americans could eat a lot more spices like the Indians do.
A study found those who consume spicy foods 6 to 7 times per week had a 14% less chance of meeting an early death than others. The rates of Alzheimer's in India are 4 times lower than in America, perhaps because people there typically eat 100 to 200 milligrams of turmeric and other spices
Damn.
every day. Turmeric may have anti-inflammatory and healing properties.
Really?
Spicy food can also help you with weight loss, heart disease, cancer prevention, and pain relief.
One thing
What?
that I thought was unique is that Indians have different flavor preferences than Americans do. For instance, in Indian food, many of the dishes have tastes that are much different. So you'll find spicy and sweet and sour and salty and acidic all on one plate.
Yep.
Whereas American and European food often has flavor pairings that are more similar and ingredients that are more similar. Americans could eat a lot less meat like the Indians.
But it depends what sort of meat you eat, right? Like, it depends. Like, I mean, if you cut out the meat that's all fried and, you know, if you stop eating like fried chicken and, you know, anything fried, to be honest, which, again, I should really do. But, you know, if you just eat a steak and shit, like that's, you know, that's really, like a steak, just a genuine steak is good for you. Like, as long as it's meat that's not, you know, processed shit.
About 20 to 40% of Indians are completely vegetarian. Although I did say vegetarianism may be over-reported because it is pretty cool to be a vegetarian here in India. Those that do eat meat, eat much less of it. It's going to be a small dish on a wide array of other dishes, mostly vegetable. We Americans typically have our big piece of meat, potato, or some other vegetable.
Yeah, but then I feel like there's nothing wrong with this dish right here. Like, that's good, you know, a bit of potato, you know, whatever, and then a good steak.
Maybe a little salad. Number 6, eating with healthy cookware and flatware.
The fuck does that mean?
219 million Americans use disposable plates in 2020. In India, you're going to see a lot of metal. You're going to see copper pots and pans used. You're going to see earthen jars.
That's great.
Hold things.
Who the fuck is eating off a paper plate? If you're in America and you go, yeah, I'm just going to get this paper plate so I don't have to wash it in my sink, like, grow up. Eat off a real man's plate or a real person's plate and stop fucking the environment.
Eating
For real.
off a banana leaf can give you polyphenol, the same healthy antioxidant that's in green tea, and prevents Parkinson's disease.
Dang, that's kind of cool.
Americans could develop a deeper understanding of food. Now, Indians have an advantage here, unfair advantage. Ayurveda was developed 4,000 years ago here and has influenced how most people think about food. For instance, the average American isn't going to be thinking, did the person who prepared this food, were they in like a blissful, healthy state of mind?
Or if you're drinking milk, it's important that the cow was treated with love and care, had an abundance of pasture to feed on, had good water to drink, and had a spacious outdoor environment.
I like that. Yoo, woo! This bait knocking.
No, I'm no Ayurveda expert,
Hey.
but what I have learned is there are a few different types of food. One can help you be clear and clean and pure. The second can stimulate you. And the third can make you fall asleep. And even if you're an American, you can probably tell like the different types of food that would fit into those categories. We break for a stimulating food here, a little cocoa.
Oh, yeah.
So for instance, if it's
What
the end of a long week and I want
Bro, did anyone else hear that? Oh, yeah.
to go out for dinner, I might have a masala pizza with a ton of cheese and it can be kind of greasy. Whereas if it's the middle of a work day, then I'm going to try to eat sattvic food, which is light and clean and healthy. So you got your nuts, your lentils, your vegetables, whole grains, these sorts of foods. Eighth, and the most obvious,
nuts
if you're a
just
tourist
do-
here in
they don't
India,
fill
is
me
that
up.
Indians eat with their hands.
And this is a big one. This is something that I've done most of my childhood. Like, most of my life, I've eaten with my hands because I just prefer it. Like, I hate using fucking knives and fork. Like, if you want to eat your food, eat it properly with your hands. Like, no matter what it is. But, I mean, occasionally, you know, you kind of have to. But, like, I've been doing it a lot more often, like, recently. Like, just everything I'm eating with hands. Like, it is so much better.
Audience asking how many people ate with their hands or did they use fork and knife, and found that 93% used their hands, 7% used cutlery. However, many said that they also use both.
Yeah.
Claim that it's healthier, it improves digestion, it can reduce diabetes. 2, it can help you from overeating, it can keep you from not burning your mouth. The thing that I think
Facts.
is most beneficial for tourists is that it's more hygienic than using a spoon or a fork. because you can wash your hands and be sure that's clean. In a restaurant, you might not know whether that cutlery is clean. And
Facts!
contaminated water is the biggest cause of upsetting someone's stomach who's traveling here.
Right.
So reducing one thing can help. I also like eating with my hands because it's fun. You feel like a kid, it tastes good. I prefer it with a chapati or a roti. Rice I'm still struggling with, but I'm getting it. So one Indian eating habit that I haven't been sold on is drinking room temperature water or not drinking water when you're eating. Ayurveda says it's better for digestion to drink room temperature water, and you really shouldn't drink water while you're eating foods. Now, when I looked for research backing that up, I found that there wasn't any.
Yeah.
And there actually were some studies showing that if you drink cool water, that can help with exercising more. It can help you drink more of it so you're better hydrated, which is healthy. And I like drinking cold water, especially since it's so hot in South India during the summertime. Cold water is the only thing keeping me through.
So if you're looking to be healthier, why not learn from the Indians by eating more fresh foods, cooking from home, eating less sugar, eating more spices, eating less meat, eating off healthy cookware and flatware, learning more about Ayurveda, and eating with your hands.
Did I miss something? Please put it down below. If you like this video,
Right, that is gonna cap it up. Wait, we'll let his little sponsor thing come up here.
Every week.
Bang, bang. Thanks for coming. No, but hey, that is gonna cap it off, guys. The 8 Indian eating habits Americans could learn. Not just Americans, but I react to these videos as an Australian. But everyone could learn pretty much everything from here. Now, I guess being vegetarian helps a lot because a lot of people that aren't obviously vegetarian, you consume a lot of meat. In my opinion, consuming meat is like 70% of my, not 70, probably about like 55% of my diet, you know, like meat. I eat a lot of chicken, I eat a lot of lamb. Actually, I don't really eat that much. I eat chicken the most. The other meats I don't really eat that, I barely eat, but chicken, I love chicken. It's just so good. You can do whatever you want with it. But hey, that's nothing against, people that are vegetarian, I give so much credit to them because that's an incredible effort to go without any meat. Fuck. But you can make some brilliant foods. And one day I'm going to make a lot of vegetarian foods and just eat them on the channel as a mukbang. But hey, that is going to cap it off, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.